As we move our lives more and more online and our space becomes more customized, are we accidentally filtering out more than just junk mail? Let's find out in today's BFD. Search engines use the history and nature of our searches to find out what we want, and yeah, smart search helps us find what we're looking for faster, but the question remains, are we losing something important in the process, like opinions from the other side? So here to help us through this process is Participant Media's own social media coordinator, Nicole Boffa. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
So what are some ways that searches have become smart, and how are they specifically tailored to suit us?
Yeah, well, you hear a lot about this on Facebook and the way that you're served up ads. You know, if you search something, then all of a sudden you'll get an ad for that winter coat you've been looking for. But I don't think people really realize how in-depth it goes. I mean, there are 57 different data points that Google actually uses to calculate what you get. So you're getting an entirely different result page on Google than someone you're sitting right next to.
What are the advantages of a tailored search?
One, it will save you time. So it gives you what you're looking for, and that's helpful. And then two, also, it takes you a step further. So say you tend to be listening to a certain type of music, you know, it serves you up another musician that you might like, and it helps you discover new things. It's looking to serve you in that way. That's the interesting thing, is figuring out what you want and giving it to you works in an ad space, but it doesn't work in a news space. If you look at the way people read newspapers before, they would just get a newspaper on their door, they'd read from, you know, the front to the back, and you'd get all sorts of different information, but now it's like you're only getting information from one topic that you pick.
So one of the disadvantages is that you sort of are creating this echo chamber, right? I mean, it's being created for you.
There's a great example of that in Eli Paris's TED Talk. He had two of his friends pull up searches for Egypt, and in one window, he has a bunch of different results for Egypt, like protest going on in Egypt. I mean, it was literally happening right then and there. And then another search, there's absolutely no mention of it. You can witness this kind of on Facebook too. So say you're on Facebook and you typically tend to click on your liberal friends' links. And your conservative friends also post links, but you don't click on those links. Facebook gets smarter too, and it stops serving you those conservative friends' status updates. So then your newsfeed looks kind of like a liberal speaker for, you know, you and your friends to kind of collaborate on agreeing on the same ideas.
Right. So how do you establish a more sort of healthy news diet?
One, don't defriend people based off of differing values. Explore those values. Two, when you go on Google, you can depersonalize that search. Delete your cookies. That'll keep it from tracking you while you're logged out. And three, I'd say outside of your internet world, seek out other cultures, seek out other ideas, sit down with those people and try to figure out why they think the way they think so that you can understand more of that realm that you don't.
Most of all, delete your cookies. Cookies are bad for you.
Yeah, delete your cookies.
Yeah. Well, thank you for opening up our minds today to the world of personalized searches. We appreciate your time.
Yeah,
Thanks for joining us. You know, as searches get smarter, the risk of limiting the media we consume becomes greater. While it might not always be comfortable to seek out the opposing viewpoint, how much are you willing to sacrifice your media literacy to avoid being presented ideas that you don't agree with or don't want to hear? We know that it's easy to unfriend that annoying jerk that gives you trouble in the comments section of Facebook, but it's another thing entirely for the government to tell you what you can and can't post. Check out the link below to read more about a man who's dealing with this firsthand and to take action to protect internet free speech. For BFD, I'm David Park. Don't forget to subscribe.